keeping you company.
You're listening to Radio Warneford.
Free hospital radio for South Warwickshire.
Free hospital radio for South Warwickshire.
And of course that was Vaughan Williams and a lovely piece of music that was played, and it's given me opportunity to have a bit of a turnaround in the studio, so I've taken the place of Sue for the moment, because I'd like to welcome somebody who you may well have been hearing in the background a little bit, because he's been in Studio 2 for a short while this morning. I'd like to welcome Joe Dolman.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm very well, Joe, and congratulations on what you're doing around Warwick.
Yeah, thank you. I played at a festival yesterday in Warwick, in the town square. I played at the Rose and Crown in the day, and then we had live bands on in the evening on the main stage.
It's all part of Warwick Rocks weekend,
Rocks, yes,
indeed. Yeah. Do you want to tell me a little bit more about what Warwick Rocks is all about, or do you know enough to tell me?
I couldn't tell you enough about it, really. I've just been invited to play as a special guest with some of the great bands.
Has it been your first public performance, as you might say?
No, definitely not. I play in a lot of pubs and live music venues, pretty much every night, really, around Leamington and Warwick and all over the country, in fact.
You're very much a local lad, I understand.
I am very much a local lad. I'm from Whitnash.
And you've been at college at Trinity?
Yes, I went to Trinity School. I've just finished Warwickshire College, and I'm moving to Brighton in September to go to a private music academy to do a degree in songwriting.
In songwriting?
Yes, it's
something very special then.
Yeah, it's a really cool place to be.
So what decided you to think about doing a course in songwriting?
I really enjoy writing songs and being able to play my own songs live. As much as I love covering other people's songs, it's really such a better feeling to be able to play your own songs and have people enjoy music you've written. It's really, really cool.
And have you been able to take your own talents, you've said already, further afield? I mean, you were talking to me about Coventry, and you seem to know more about what goes on in Coventry these days than I do, which is quite amusing.
Yeah, I mean, I play a lot of gigs. As far away as I can, really. Not because I don't like playing it. I love playing local gigs, but it's nice to branch out and find new audiences and explore new places. But being only 17, I'm still learning to drive, so it's based on trains a lot. My gigging life is based on.
What sort of style of music do you write about, or you enjoy?
I write a lot of. I suppose my style is acoustic, folky pop. I suppose it's quite slow acoustic. It's more about the lyrics than having a dance. Right, it's more kind of slow, intimate songwriting.
Where do you think all this talent came from then?
I don't know. I think I imagine my mom sings. I grew up with my one older brother, and I wanted to play guitar when I was younger. He was in an Irish music group at my primary school at St Joseph's in Whitnash, and he played the flute in this Irish music group. I went to them after looking for a guitar teacher for a while and said, "Look, can you teach me guitar?" They said, "No, we can't. We can teach you this. It looks like a guitar." I was about 7 at the time, and I was like, "Oh, cool." And they handed me a mandolin. So I learnt mandolin instead of the guitar. And then, being competitive with my older brother, I then learnt the flute and the tin whistle and things like that in competition with my older brother. And then that kind of flared into a passion for learning new instruments and trying out new music and exploring. I suppose that just spiraled into singing and writing songs.
So music very much has been part of your life then?
Yes, yeah. It's pretty much eat, sleeping and breathing it.
And you're going to take that talent now down to Brighton?
Yeah. I'm really excited to move.
So where'd you go?
I go in September.
In September?
Yeah.
Not too long ago.
No.
Away. And lots of freedom.
Yeah, we'll say, freedom. It'll be a lot of work down there at the university, but I'm really looking forward to it.
It's lovely that you've come to have these few moments with us today, Joe.
Right.
Do you have any music that you can possibly allow us to listen into at this moment?
Yeah, I happen to have my acoustic guitar with me.
You have? Oh, that's wonderful.
I have it with me.
As if I didn't already notice that, by the way.
And I'm going to play a song for you called It Won't Do, which I wrote about a year ago. And it's quite a slow song. And it goes like this. got a mouth full of empty words and an ear full of stupid lies. I've got a mind full of things I've heard and a heart just still wondering why. We don't fight if one of us drops the ball. We don't speak of the elephant in the room. In fact, it's like we don't care at all. It's like our hearts fell out of tune. She don't care. I keep my mouth closed, just let it slide. But like a boat on water, it's hard to hide. You're the only one I'm trying to keep by my side. See, I'm just searching for love that's true. And if it came this easy, then I know it won't do. If I look hard enough, I might find you. I've got my things in a suitcase and a ticket in my left hand. I've got my dreams on a better place, and I hope that she'll understand. She didn't do a single thing wrong. In fact, it's me who created this mess. I'm in a place that I don't belong, and that's the loving heart in her chest. I try to swim to the other ledge, I try to jump to the other side. I don't think I'm gonna reach the edge. It's like I'm stuck on the inside. I keep my mouth closed, just let it slide. Like a boat on water, it's hard to hide. The only one I'm trying to keep by my side. See, I'm just searching for a love that's true. And if it came this easy, then I know it won't do. If I look hard enough, I might find you.
Wow, that is absolutely very, very, very special.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Joe.
Thank you for having me.
It's wonderful. 17 years old.
Yes.
A talent in the making and of the future. And smiling like that as well. Very, very pleased. Have you got maybe a little special request that you would like us to play for you today as a thank you for you coming and having this few minutes with us?
Okay, yeah. While I was waiting outside, actually, I looked through your now, that's what I call music collection,
Yeah.
and saw a McFly song on there, which you could play. 5 Colours in Her Hair. Could we put that on?
Wonderful. Shall we try that one?
Yes, please. Yeah.
Thanks very much for being with us today, Joe.
It's all right,
And
thank
here
you for
we
having
go,
me.
especially for you. Here comes McFly. Oh, dear me. I'd like to say thank you very much to Joe for being part of our programme today. And actually just to say something that we forgot to mention earlier on, that he's going to be at the Avenue Bar and Hotel at Spencer Street. He's there every Thursday, so if anybody wants to go down and support him, feel free to do so. But we thank Joe, and I thank Sue and Nick for allowing me to come in there very quickly and carry out that quick little interview.